Hey guys, it's Vulcan Wolverine or Kyle, and it is, let's see, Wednesday morning at 1 in the morning. I tried to work today. I did work. I worked, at the Cherry, but I was struggling all day. It was a really rough day for me. Just they were hitting me in the side of the head. Like I'm barely able to. I don't even know what I'm really going to talk about on this video. It's very dark. I'm in the car right now. Like very dark, just like nighttime dark. So I hope y'all can see me all right. But I just wanted to make a video because some weird stuff kind of happened today, and I guess like weird stuff happens every day. I got hit really hard in the side of the head. Like I worked today, and then I got home, and I immediately just kind of went to sleep. I kind of crawled under my copper. I got it set up in my condo, and it helps a little bit, but I only have 2 layers of mesh copper, and it's not all around me like a Faraday cage, so they could probably come in from some angles. And it hit me in the side of the head very, very hard, so it was hard to think. And I just went to sleep, But the thing is, right when I woke up, I heard my V2k, and immediately it's like, this is a tactic they use, and I've known they've used it for a long time, but I haven't put it out on my videos, where they'll remote neural image, and I'm calling it remote neural imaging now, but basically they'll remote neural monitor a phrasing in response to their own V2k, which is probably like kind of looped or automated. So it kind of, they're trying to get me into the dialogue, and so I'll react to it, and I always do. I mean, I'll always kind of fail and succumb to it. But that's a tactic. So it's like, I was thinking about it, and I was like, it's kind of like propping up a dead guy and just kind of moving his mouth, because they're shooting the V2k, and then I'm not even like, my head hurts so bad. I'm just, I hear it, but I'm not reacting to it, because I just can't. I can't react to it. I'm so tired. And so they'll just go ahead and remote neural image like the word, like a bad word, and I'm not even thinking that. Like, I'm not even angry. I'm so tired. I'm kind of just out of that. I'm like not even. I hear it, but I can't get involved, And so they get me involved by like just remote neural monitoring the word to react to what they're doing on the V2k, and then waiting for me to kind of get in there. And I just find it so ridiculous at this point. It's like they're propping up a, I'm not saying like I'm a dead guy, but the metaphor kind of resonates with me. I just thought of like propping up a, like somebody who had just died, and then moving his mouth and then fighting him, by what he said. Because it's like, it's all basically them. It's akin to what they're doing with the directed energy weapons and the high-pitched sound. They're torturing your body. They're torturing my body with that stuff. They're doing the same thing to my mind. They're trying to keep me involved, and they want a reaction. But with my mind, they're just like creating a war in there. They're creating a war, and it's external. I mean, they're shooting microwave stuff. But my V2k, I have a ton of questions about it. Some of the voices I just hear, I hear right when I wake up, and it's all the time. So, it's stuff set up. It's automated stuff set up, which sounds very real, and it sounds like they're there all the time. But they're really not. It's automated so they can go ahead and go live their lives and take shifts on this stuff. And meanwhile, 24 hours a day, I'm interactive with it. I'm hearing it. They're shooting remote neural monitoring to respond to their own V2k if I'm not. Like, if I'm too tired, because they've just knocked my head in. And I mean, it's like a you know, they do a little bit of the high-pitched sound, but my plates are taking care of it in the condo, the high-pitched sound. But the beams that they hit me with, like in the head or the stomach, those are still, you know, I have a hard time knocking those out with my plates or my personal defenders. Which brings me to another thing, which I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all because it concerns me. The whole time, you know, and I'm not going back on this because, you know, I've experimented with the Q-Wave technology, the plates and the personal defenders. They do work. They do work against this stuff really good. You have to have a ton of it. It's not financially feasible at all. Because the personal defenders are $300, the plates are $500. I have like 20 plates set up against my head, and it does help knock out the EHF, the high-pitched sound. Some of the V2k is dulled down. You know, the ELF, probably the directed energy beams, would be a lot worse, but I still feel them. So this technology does work in theory. Like it does push out stuff that does buffer out, but it's not. It doesn't knock it all out, which is very sad because it's, you know, I bought so much of it. But it does work, like on a certain level. They've just climbed up with me, you know, with their directed energy weapons. But it was very sad because, you know, I'll actually give y'all the number. I'm gonna go ahead and stop so I can give y'all this number. I called in customer service. I had to send a personal defender back, and so they sent me one back, and it didn't charge. Like it worked for the lifetime of the unit, and then it wouldn't charge up. So I called back in, and I called the number on this letter, and I want to give you guys this number. And this was a personal number. And this was, okay, it's a Q-Wave letter. I'll read it to you guys. Professional letter. I'm going to turn this radio down. I don't know how to. So it says May 18th, 2016. And then it says my name, my email address, original date of purchase, 3/16/16. Dear Kyle, please find enclosed a warranty replacement QWX1 personal defender white as requested. Please send your defective unit back to, and then Q-Wave's address. Please remember that all of our products come with a 1-year warranty. If you have any further questions or concerns, please feel free to contact us at 862-251-4579. That's 862-251-4579. Now, I call this number because I thought it was a customer service number. It's a personal number to a family. You know, and it wasn't a phone redirect. This is a number that Q-Wave has sent me on a piece of paper that is a personal number to a family. So I didn't know what to do there, and it actually had a weird message. It said, this is a spy family, blah, blah, blah. You know, it said a bunch of different family names. Go ahead and try that number, 862-251-4579. And it said, this is the family of blah, 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 this family, this family, this family, and this family, and we're secret spies, so we don't want to, you know, do something. It said something like, we're trying to be incognito. It was a very, very weird message. A young woman, you know, saying all this stuff. So I was like, okay, well, that must be a wrong number. It must be a typo or something. So I go ahead and I call the number 818-478-9283. Now that's their main number. That's just their main number. It goes to the sales floor. I call it all the time when I get products and everything. You know, no big deal. It'll always send me to the sales floor. I talk to a sales agent and I say, you know, I tell them what I need from customer service. They get customer service to call me back. That's how it always works. That's how it always works. I bought tons of stuff from them. I have 6 personal defenders on right now. I have 20 plates. You know, I bought their Sentinel. I've spent thousands of dollars with Q-Wave. And it has worked. It has been worth it because it's cut down on it a bit. I still get hit. My attackers still pump it up past that. You know, and they can read EEGs and, You know, they can monitor you, surveil you to make sure you're in pain. So they know when you're not in pain and stuff like that. And they can go ahead and pump it up to make sure you're in pain and try and get over that. Especially my guy now, it's so big and it's so just blown out of proportion. You know, I'd figure they're spending like, you know, with the vehicular stalking every morning and all this crap, you know, the technology they're using on me, they must spend like, you know, $1,000 to $3,000 every hour, you know, when I wake up. It's incredible. It's an incredible waste of resources. I've never done anything in my life. I've told y'all exactly, you know, everything I've done. I've never committed any major crimes or anything like that. But it's blown out of proportion where, you know, they're trying to make me out to be a dangerous person or a terrorist or something like that. I don't know. I don't know exactly what the lies are being told behind my back because nobody's accused me of anything. They're just stalking me and hitting me from the shadows with, you know, directed energy weapons, you know, testing those, and then the V2k and everything like that. But so I call this number the 818-4Q-Wave number. Now this is just a general number, and it sends me right to the customer service manager that always handles my issues. My phone goes right to the customer service manager at Q-Wave. It's never done that before. Never done that. Never, ever. I always call in. I get the sales floor. So I talk to her, and I'm not going to give her name out, but I do that weird number at the bottom of this personalized, this Q-Wave. It should be a pretty general letter with a general number, 862-251-4579. That's like it's like this weird number for 4 families and saying they're like a spy family or something like that. Super weird, just super weird stuff. I don't know what to make of it. I'm not saying anything. I'm not making a judgment about what it is. I'm saying super weird. Then I call the main number to the sales floor, and it goes straight to the customer service manager, and I will not give her name out. But I am at that point, I asked her, I was like, how did my number go straight to you? It always goes to the sales floor. She's like, oh, and during business hours it will come straight to us. You know, well, and it went straight to the customer service manager that I always deal with, not just a general customer service floor. So at this point, I'm like, oh my God, you know, somebody talked to Q-Wave. They're directing my number to this person. Can I trust any of their products now? So I am very, very wary of Q-Wave. And I'm not saying like in your situation or y'all's situation, you couldn't buy stuff from them, because I bought stuff that works. But at this point in my stalking right now, it seems like apparently somebody has contacted Q-Wave. The thousands of dollars that I've spent with them means nothing. And somebody's contacted them, so my number goes directly to the manager at customer service. So this thing, I was like very, very suspicious. And guys, I don't know what to think about this. I'm just telling y'all what happened. I'm just sitting here straight up telling you what happened. It's very suspicious because it's never happened. I've worked with I've not worked with them, but I bought stuff from them, you know, many, many times. So, it made me super suspicious. And y'all go ahead and call that number. See if you get straight to customer service. Leave a comment if you do, because I'm kind of wigged out by it. 818-478-9283. See if you get to the sales floor. Please comment and tell me if you get to the sales floor. Please do that for me. Because what I was talking to her, and I was like, you know, blah, blah, her name. I said, you know, this usually goes to the sales floor. She's like, no, it comes to us in business hours. After business hours, you know, it goes to the sales floor. So maybe I'm wrong. And maybe I've been calling after hours all the time. I don't know. I'm looking back, and I'm like, this doesn't seem right. It seems like it's been something different before, and now it's going straight to the manager at customer service, which it's like everything that I have on now, and my Q-Wave, you know, tabletop defenders, I'm solid that those are real products. They haven't been tampered with. This thing that I'm getting back now, I don't know if I'm going to wear it, you know, because I don't know if I'm going to deal with Q-Wave anymore, because this is super suspicious. And I don't mean to tell anybody off from Q-Wave, You know, y'all have heard me. I've spent thousands of dollars with them, and it's worked. Like, the protection has worked.